Hello everyone, this is the demonstration of the spring. We need a heavy cutter wire, Adam player, marker, a 0.5mm stainless steel wire. This spring is used for the 6 anterior teeth. As we said, it can be used to procline the tooth or correct the rotation. It has 3 components of active arm. We have a non-traumatic end of active arm, then 2 coils and a retentive tack. So it's made of an active arm and 2 coils of diameter 2 to 3 millimeter and retentive tack. So with the round side of the Adam player, we are going to make the non-traumatic end. Half circle, then squeeze it. So this is the non-traumatic end of the active arm. The length of the active arm is from the mesial contact point to the distal contact point. It depends the non-traumatic end to sit either at the mesial contact point or the distal contact point. It depends on how you are going to use the Z-spring for the case. If it's for proclination, doesn't matter each side. But it's for the rotation, the part of the tooth that's located at the palatally, the non-traumatic end, it will sit on that side. So now we put the non-traumatic end at the mesial contact point, and we are going to mark the distal contact point, and we are going to mark the mesial contact point of the tooth. And the non-traumatic end, it will face the tissue toward the palate. It will not face upward toward the incisal edge, but it will face the tissue toward the palate. So as it is facing the tissue, we are going to hold the wire as a non-traumatic end. It will face downward. With the round side of the Adam player, we are going to hold it before the mark we made. The angle between the active arm with the non-traumatic end facing downward is going to be, with the player, 90 degrees. With the round side, we are going to make the first coil. The first coil, the wire will go above the active arm. This is the active arm, and the wire will go above the active arm. So the coil will be above the active arm, and slowly I'm moving the player with the coil that I'm making till the 2 wires will be parallel to each other. Now we have the active arm with a non-traumatic end facing the tissue, the palate, and the coil above the active arm. This is the active arm, and then we have the coil above it. So now directly we are going to mark the starting of the other coil, the second coil, with the head of the non-traumatic end, corresponding to the non-traumatic end. With the round side again, we are going to hold the round part with the mark we made and make a coil in the other direction. As we said, the coil diameter is 2 to 3 millimeter. The wire will go below the first coil and the active arm. Slowly, we are going to rotate the player with the coil we are going to make till the wire will be again parallel to the middle and the active arm. Now the wires are parallel to each other in the middle of the Z-spring. With the right side of the player, the straight side, we are going to make a 90-degree bend. We are going to hold the straight side of the player with the second coil immediately and make the 90-degree bend. Now we have a 90-degree bend in the middle of the Z spring. Then we are going to hold the 3 players with the non-traumatic end facing downward. We'll face the tissue. We are going to make the concavity of the palate. And squeeze the arms to each other. This way. With the round side inside the coils, and squeeze the arms to each other. It's a little bit long. Now we are going to make the non-traumatic end. Square shape, round shape, the retentive tag, or zigzag, as you like. This is the spring. It will sit perpendicular to the tooth, and the retentive tag will be 1 millimeter away from the palate. So it's made of non-traumatic end, which is a part of the active arm. Now it will face toward the tissue, and the first coil will be above the active arm. The first coil, it will be above the active arm, and the second coil will go below everything, and we have the retentive tag. This is the spring, and that's it. Thank you.